We now move on to item 17, which is the establishment of the evaluation body for the 2024 cycle. I now give the floor to the Secretariat to give us some more information. Fumiko, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, ADG. So as indicated in our timetable, this item is divided into two parts. Part 1 concerns the voting to elect new members of the evaluation body for the 2024 cycle, and Part 2 is the announcement of the results of the election. Under this item, the committee is invited first to adopt the terms of reference of the evaluation body found in Annex of Document 17, Rev 2, issued last night. The committee is also asked to appoint 3 new members of the evaluation body. There are 3 vacancies to be filled, and they concern a seat for non-governmental organization from the electoral group 1, a seat for non-governmental organization from the electoral group 2, and a seat for expert from the electoral group 5A. The committee, of course, is also to reappoint the 9 continuing members elected in previous years. These candidates were proposed by states parties concerned through the chairperson of each electoral group. According to Decision 9-11, states are encouraged to ensure that at least 2 candidates are sent by the chairperson of the electoral group, and according to paragraph 28 of the operational directive, a maximum of 3 candidates can be proposed. Candidatures received by electoral group therefore include 2 NGOs candidates for Group 1, 3 NGO candidates for Group 2, and 1 expert candidate for Group 5A. The list of candidates is found in Annex 2 of Document 17, with websites and applications for accreditation in the case of NGOs and CVs for experts. Mr. Chair, allow me to provide some more information on several aspects concerning the establishment of the evaluation body for the 2024 cycle. Firstly, about the terms of reference. The mandate of the evaluation body is defined in paragraph 27 and 30 of the operational directives. It continues to include the evaluation of nominations and proposals to the list and register, as well as the evaluation of international assistance requests submitted together with nominations to the urgent safeguarding list. Furthermore, following the completion of the global reflection on the listing mechanisms of the Convention, the proposed terms of reference include the following 4 tasks assigned to the body in line with the new provisions of the operational directives. 1, the evaluation of transfer requests between the 2 lists. 2, the evaluation of international assistance requests submitted in the context of a transfer request from the representative list to the urgent safeguarding list. And 3, the possibility for including a successful safeguarding experience in the register of good safeguarding practices following a transfer request. And 4, evaluating an element placed under enhanced follow-up status. Let me say a few words about the secret ballot. It's important to point out that the committee will proceed with a vote by secret ballot to choose the new members of the evaluation body, and did so in accordance with the rules of procedure of the committee, and in particular to Section B of Rule 39. Continuing the practice introduced from the 14th session of the committee in 2019, the committee is asked to determine the sequence in which files would be evaluated and examined. This practice was designed to avoid following the same order on each occasion by always beginning with the files of those states whose names fall at the beginning of the English alphabet. Concretely, a letter will be drawn by lot under this item for determining the sequence in which files would be evaluated. I have finished. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Fumiko. Dear members of the committee, I propose that we proceed in the order in which Fumiko introduced our work. Firstly, I would like to ask the committee to adopt the terms of reference of the evaluation body for the 2024 cycle. You can find them in Annex 1 of the working document 17 Rev. Then proceeding to designate the 2 tellers to monitor the election. The members of the committee will then vote. Finally, we will suspend item 17. Can we first proceed to adopt the terms of reference as shown on the screen? Can we adopt the terms of reference for the evaluation body? I see no objection. So we adopt the terms of reference. Thank you. So, Fumiko, can you now explain to us the procedure of voting by secret ballot, please?
With pleasure, Mr. Chair. The Secretariat will distribute to all committee members 2 ballot papers, one for each vacant seat under electoral group 1 and 2, and an envelope. Each committee member must clearly express his or her choice for each vacant seat, and not just for the vacant seat of his or her electoral group. The candidate with the highest number of votes will be elected. Each ballot paper lists the names of all candidates for each seat. Please circle the names of the candidates you wish to vote for. Excuse me, I just want my colleague to catch up. Yes, thank you. Please circle the names of the candidates you wish to vote for as shown on the screen. This is quite important. Please fold the ballots, place them in the envelope provided, and seal it. The envelope must not be marked. The absence of a ballot paper in the envelope is considered as an abstention. Ballots containing more names selected than the number of seats to be filled, as well as ballots bearing no indication of voting intention, are considered invalid. After a few minutes break to allow you to prepare your ballot papers, we will call on committee members to place the envelopes in the ballot box in front of the podium. And this was the process. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Fumiko. Are there any questions about the process? So, to begin with, we need 2 volunteers as tellers. And with the help of the Bureau this morning, we have identified 2 tellers, who are Ms. In Hwa Kwon, Republic of Korea, and Ms. Marta Gonzalez of Paraguay. Would you please join us on the podium? Okay, I invite Fumiko to perform the roll call in order to collect the ballots from each delegation. Thank you. Over to you, Fumiko. And the call will be made in alphabetical order in French of the state members of the committee.
Thank you very much, Chair. I start the roll call. En français, selon notre pratique, Allemagne. On est là.
Non, de folle, non.
À voter, Angola.
Et se prépare.
Et le pays suivant, l'Arabie Saoudite, s'il vous plaît de venir vers le podium. À voter, Arabie Saoudite, Bangladesh de venir vers le podium, s'il vous plaît. À voter, Bangladesh.
Et se prépare.
À voter, Botswana, suivi par le Brésil. Botswana. À voter, Brésil. Et Burkina Faso, s'il vous plaît, venez vers le podium. À voter. Et prochain sera Côte d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso. À voter. Côte d'Ivoire.
Côte d'Ivoire.
Et ça sera Côte d'Ivoire. OK.
Who's preparing?
Et après Côte d'Ivoire, ça sera Éthiopie. Côte d'Ivoire, à voter. Éthiopie. Et après l'Éthiopie, ça sera l'Inde. Éthiopie, à voter. Après l'Inde, ça sera Malaisie, s'il vous plaît. L'Inde, Inde. À voter. Malaisie. Malaisie. Et après Malaisie, ça sera Maroc.
Non, non. Malaisie.
À voter. Maroc. À voter. Mauritanie. À voter. Ouzbékistan. Et après, ça sera Panama. À voter. Panama. À voter. Paraguay. À voter. Pérou. À voter. République de Corée. À voter. Rwanda. À voter. Slovaquie. À voter. Suède. À voter. Suisse. À voter. Tchéquie. À voter. Vietnam. À voter. I finished the roll call. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. So everyone has voted. And while the votes are being counted, we agreed that item 17 will be suspended so that we can move on to the next item. Thank you very much. Over to you, tellers, and David, to go and count the votes.